Aries, Aries, Aries. Happy birthday to you. This is your special birthday reading. I am Priestess Ishtah, and I'm so happy to be giving you this reading. A lot of times we have our solar returns, and maybe you need a quick little energy check in. This is that. You can consider this to be that. So let's dive in. I have 3 cards out, but I have more decks that I will be pulling from fresh. The first card that we have out is Work Through Your Fears with the Scorpio card. And this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? Just to be specific. So the first card that we have out is Work Through Your Fears. And of course, you also pull another Aries card. The second one is A Fiery Climax Approaches. And then the last one is Believe in the Impossible. What I feel like for you, the biggest theme for you, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising, I feel like you are actually having a major breakthrough. Every 7 years, we tend to go through these grand evolutions or grand periods of transformation. And you might be saying, why 7 years? A lot of that is tied to how our chakras are synced with our growth. So you have 7 primary chakras from the root to the crown. And once you as you evolve to the crown chakra, it's every again 7 years. So age 1, you're at the root chakra, but age 7, you're at the crown chakra. I do feel like for many of you, you're at or around an age 7 year. I would look up also, let's say you're turning 34 and 3 plus 4 is 7. So look up the digit of or the sum of the digits of your birthday. I do feel like this is a period for you to bring a lot of light towards things that you have ran or run from in the past. I'm feeling like with this Work Through Your Fears, whatever was halting your transitions before, halting your ambitions before, halting you from being able to move forward towards the glory, towards the goal, because that's what Aries do. Like, y'all are the warrior. You're the first of all of these signs to descend with the archetype onto earth, exploring the world, traversing it, being that pioneer. So I feel like many of you are stepping into that pioneer role, and that role is going to bring really massive changes, not just to your life, but to a particular industry. It says here a fiery climax approaches. So I do feel like that climax is going to be one. Hmm, it's like there's an inner battle, like this inner battle where I do feel like 2 rams are hitting head to head, and I don't feel like you'll be having an argument or a altercation with someone externally, and it could be reflective of that because as so within, so without. But I feel like your inner battles, many of you, this is like breaking a really bad habit. I'm gonna keep it real. It's like breaking a habit, like addictions, breaking ties with something that has felt addictive, like a relationship, or working in a position where you felt like a slave to the work, a slave to the hours. There's something about you feeling enslaved and freeing yourself from those bonds and freeing yourself from those changes. And as I say that, of course, you get the Aries card itself, which is the King of Wands, traversing forward, following that up with the 8 of Wands. Okay, so this is forward movement, forward action, forward progression. I will say with confidence, Aries, that this birthday year for you is going to be a year where, like, some years, I'm not even gonna lie, like, and I look at birthdays as your new year, but some years it can feel like things are just dragging. Like, one year can feel like 3 years and nothing has happened. But this year is going to really propel. It's going to really take off for you. It's going to really, and for many of you, it's your career. I feel like there's a work or works that you're doing. There's something that you're going to, even if it's a hobby or there's something that you're like locking in your attention. You're locking your horns into this thing. You're locking in your attention fully into this thing, and you're becoming a master of your own craft, a master of your own energy, and a master of your own field. I see many of you, the Fool card, of course. Many of you are having this fresh start. You're taking this leap of faith towards something that you've put off for so long. You prolonged it for so long. This is the year, my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your birthday year. This is the solar return year where you are finally becoming, you're becoming one with your mission that the Most High God placed inside of you. You are becoming one with that healer archetype. If you ascribe to, I've always wanted to be a healer. I've always wanted to learn Reiki. I've always wanted to learn things. This is the year. This is the year where you're going to either start learning those things, or if you already know it, you're going to actually take your craft more seriously. There's a lot of progression in your finances this year. And I also see there's a lot of progression in your body, doing a lot of body work. When I say body work, I don't mean getting work done. And for some of you, you might be getting work done. Okay. But be careful when you do those things. All right. But I see the transformation happening for many of you with your actual self, like your actual working out, maybe trying a new fitness routine. If you're like, oh, I always do this, I see you now trying rock climbing or indoor rock climbing. There's something that is transforming within your physique and your fitness and your body and your shape. And it's making you more attractive. It's making you more sexy. Como se dice sexy? It's making you definitely look more enticing to the opposite sex and to the same sex for some of you. I do feel that there will be this year a lot of opportunities in which you will have to use your intuition, because Aries, you're one of the most intuitive signs. You will have to rely upon your intuition and your psychic ability to ascertain what is going to be the best opportunity for you. Working with a reader along the way may help with that, like myself or another trusted reader of your choice, or just really fortifying. If you don't do the whole reader thing, you're just doing it on YouTube, that's cool. Working within your own religious groups or spiritual practice circles, and just working with yourself, sitting in nature. The best thing that you can do is to get outside and to go in nature, and to that's where you really find your oneness. So I do feel, Aries, you're getting back to that primal part, to that natural, because you are, you're the first one down on earth. So Aries is the first sign. So you are getting back into that natural primal instinct of discovery. And I feel that this is what you've needed for a while. Things may have been like just like not to the motivation that an Aries needs it. Because if there's any sign that does not back down from a challenge, honey, that is Aries. Aries never backs down from a challenge. And chances are they're going to fucking win. So let's get some advice for you, Aries. This is a very good reading for you. I don't really feel any bad energy outside of, wow, really outside of nothing. I do feel that rest and replenishing. Rest and replenishing is going to be so important for your spirit, because there's a lot that's happening on the metaphysical realm for you. So in the hidden realm, in the spirit realm, as above, so below, as within, so without, there's a lot of upgrades and enhancements that is occurring. And as a result, you may find that you'll get fried. So even if your energy is like, I'm not really tired, you might find that you're getting fried out, or you're getting anxious, or you're getting maybe like your attention span is not as tight, or your nervous system is down the drain. There is some type of call to action for you to maintain your rest, or a good rest schedule. Some closing thoughts and advice for you is individuality. So make sure that you are embracing your individuality, your authentic self. Because look at this card. I put it down too fast. I want you to look at it. It says here, every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. And how on point is that for you? I do feel like that's what you're doing. You're finding out your actual, like your soul is like finding its light. They say, I heard a prospect one time that said, there are so many souls in our bodies here. It's like so crowded that sometimes your soul has to find, or your spirit has to find itself. Like the spirit and the soul are different. So the spirit has to find the soul. The lights have to annex. They have to connect. They have to align. And one of the things that we can do to assist with that is to call on that divine light of your higher self, and call on that divine light of your holy guardian angel to annex you to the supreme source within. Okay. And I say all that to say that's what you're doing this year. If you've felt disconnected spiritually, if you stopped going to church, if you stopped praying, if you've stopped being grateful, if you found yourself just not really having the tightest relationship with spirit or your spirit team, this is the year where you're going to actually start to reinstate that. You're going to get closer to God. You're going to get closer to Christ. You're going to get closer to the demons. I don't know, whatever you into. You're going to get closer to that, and it's going to help you to embrace a true part of your authenticity that in the past you've been really afraid of doing. Courage coming up here for you is showing me that you are open to new discoveries in areas in which you would have never done before. Let's say you would never travel to the Eastern world, or you'd never travel to the Western world. This is now something where you're like, okay, if I have a trip opportunity, maybe I will go there. So I see you saying yes to a lot of things because you're finding out a part of your inner discovery lies within your ability to say yes, to have the courage to say yes to experiences, even if they feel just to change up the energy. I just feel that the stagnancy that has been in place, like there's just dust on a really good book. So that book is getting dusted off so that you can read it again. I want to point out Ganesha here, and Lord Ganesha is a Hindu deity that is the roadblock remover. So if there's a roadblock that you have, Lord Ganesha said to remove it. That's why a lot of times you'll find people, even intuitively, we do this. If you know nothing about Hinduism, you find people putting elephants facing their door. My mom always said, no, 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 you have an elephant, like an elephant statue, not a real one. Can you imagine? But my mom would always tell me to like turn the elephants that we had in our house, and she's an Aries, so shout out mom if you're watching. Um, but turn the elephant towards the door. And I don't know if she knew, I'm sure she knew, but it was just something that we always kind of knew to do. So elephants might be a spirit guide, or I'm hearing sparrow as well, sparrows, swallows as well, sparrow and swallows. But elephants might be a very particular, and starlings. Sparrows, swallows, and starlings are the three birds that I'm really hearing ringing true for you this year, Aries, as your spirit guides. When you see those birds, I'm seeing 1313 on the timer as I said that, just know that you're going the right direction. Birds, whenever I'm going through something and I feel very disconnected, and I look at a bird, I'm like, damn, that bird is so free. He's just flying. He can fly anywhere you want. If I was a bird, I can fly all the way to China if I wanted to right now. And I'm in the States. So there's something about the symbolism in birds and their freedom. They see everything. They're the highest flying creatures. So all they got to do is look down, and birds can see everything and they know all. So that free flying spirit is definitely going to be something that you experience for yourself this solar return year, no matter what age you are turning. And that connection to elephants, removing these roadblocks of, I really feel like bad habits over time that have saturated and developed and have stuck. These bad habits are being lifted and they're being removed from you. Also, you have right action, which is aparigraha. I think I pronounce that wrong every time, so forgive me if I am not saying this 100% correctly. Literally means let everything that wants to go, let it just go. And everything that wants to come, come. This is the image of that card. So this fortifies for me, and we're going to get some closing thoughts for you and some love messages. So this fortifies for me that this is a good time for you to start to release. Fix the hair. This is a good time for you to start to release your grip and grasp on things that you really know deep, deep, deep down. This is old. You are the sign of fresh starts. You are the sign of renewal. You are also the sign of strength and courage. So it's time that you really start to embrace that in your solar return this year, or in your year this year. Let's get additional messages for Aries I may have missed. What do we say? What did we say earlier? Sleep more. You got to sleep some more. You also have why. I'll show you the other cards coming out. Definitely make sure you're getting good rest this entire year, because the upgrades that you're having, it's really enhancing your psychic and intuitive abilities. That's happening to a lot of us because ascension is happening on a planetary level. We are ascending, and your rest helps you to just breathe through it, or helps you to kind of lean into it without the resistance. So why? With this why, and it's landing, just so you know, on top of courage, and also landed on top of a fiery climax. and the Eight of Wands. So this makes me feel that I feel like your spirit guides are asking you to, like, why not? Why not go for that? Like, why not? Why not take a chance? But I'm also hearing you questioning things. Why? Like, maybe you've glazed over details in the past, but this new this new person that we have in front of us, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, it questions things. It's not afraid to stand up. It's not afraid to say, no, why do I have to do that way? Whether that's to a controlling partner or to a company that you don't agree with a policy. So I see you questioning a lot of things a lot more. And also in return, because like I always say, as above so below, your spirit guides are questioning you also to go for things. So I'm seeing this why as why, not as well in regards to your spirit guides. Show him who's boss. Who's the boss? You're the boss. Now, there are no Capricorns in the room, so I can safely say this, but out of all the signs, Aries, you are the king, you are the boss. You tend to be the boss of the zodiac. Sagittarius is also king and also Capricorn, but Aries is really the true king. Don't tell him I said it. So this is a boss bitch. This is a boss like dude type of year where you are not afraid to start your own company, invest in something that you're like, yo, this is the year I'm going to invest in my car wash business. If they're like, your family might be like, what? Or they might be supportive, but there's something that's just going to click for you. It's just going to turn on. It's going to be a switch, and it's going to help you to see, not really help you to see, but it's just a switch. And it's like, I'm going to go for this shit. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go after it. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm going to go back to my Zumba classes. I'm going to go back to my kickboxing. I'm going to get my license to be, I don't know, insert the thing you want to be. That's what's happening for you this solar return, Aries. I do see a lot of studies, like a lot of studying, a lot of you focusing on your studies to make yourself smarter and brighter, and allow this blessing through with follow your nose at the bottom. I do feel that you will be, like I've said already, and I'm going to get the love messages and send you out of here, kiddo. But I do feel like you are using your intuition a lot this year, a lot more than you ever have. And that's might be tied to the fact that it's so heightened for you right now. But many of you are using your intuition to help you to like land amazing blessings. There are a lot of amazing opportunities, and I feel like each of them is going to just feel like a blessing for you. Many of them are going to be blessings in disguise, and I'm hearing your higher version, your higher self, not even your angels. I'm hearing your higher self say that you don't know how many blessings are in store for you this year that have been masked by me. Yeah, a lot of blessings coming in for you, Aries. That's good news. I think this is your year. Something makes me feel like out of all the signs, like Aries, this is the year, like 2025, period. And you might be watching this in the future. Let's say you're watching this in 2027, 2028. Whatever is that year, this your year. This ain't their year. This ain't Pisces' year. This ain't Scorpio's year. This ain't Gemini's year. This is the year of Aries. This is Aries' year. So let's get your love messages. Those of you who are interested, if not, thank you so much for being here. This is where we're going to part ways. And I want to invite you to work with me one-on-one. I also have a mentor meetup group where I meet with mentees every month, twice a month. Right now we have it scheduled for Mondays. And during that time, I help you through any isolated goal that you have. It's a spiritual goal, it can be a personal goal, and it could be a professional goal. And we, in a group setting, also on a small one-on-one setting, we will work towards you enhancing, developing, and strategizing a plan that helps you to get closer to the achievement of that. So this might be something really beneficial for you, Aries. And another benefit is you have community and other individuals as we grow this community. It's very new right now. So be one of the first to join and get some action. One-on-one live help. All right. So what are the love messages for Aries? What are the love messages for Aries? So somebody, yeah. All right. Aries, tale of old time. You are in this free energy. You're like, you know what? I'm feeling free. I'm Aries. I don't want to be tied down to no one. But while you might be saying right now to yourself, I don't feel like that right now. Give it time, Aries. Remember, you're going through these upgrades and enhances, enhancements and updates and upgrades. So more than likely, that energy will change for you. But I do feel that there will be, like I said, a lot more people hitting on you. If you post a lot on socials, you're gonna see like people gonna be like, yo, what's up? Nah, what's good, Aries? What's up with you? I haven't heard from you. Not that people type like that, but like, what's up with you? I haven't heard from you in a minute. So there's gonna be a lot of people, especially exes, and I hate to say that because some people don't want to hear that, but I mean, be informed by the truth. And this is just karmic cycles playing out, because remember, this is your year of spiritual awakening and spiritual enhancements and alchemizing. So a lot of those old cycles will come back up just to make sure. Are you really over me? You got to prove to the universe that you are, that you're ready for bigger, better, and more. So don't be thrown off by the return of these exes. If you know in your heart you're really done with them, then be done with them. But they will be wanting you to give their relationship a chance again. There's also, if you're in a current connection with someone and you're like on your way out, I do feel like this connection is going to revive itself. This person will have great difficulties with letting you go. They are not really willing to do that just yet, despite how much turmoil is in their relationship right now. But there is going to be some improvements to that connection, whether it's through therapy or through a trial separation in return. There's something about going apart and then coming back together, a stronger union. For some of you, you're being asked to keep an open mind because there is a new person that is going to be coming into your life. Ooh, see, they're coming in and they are coming in big. With that peacock action, they are peacocking. This might be somebody that peacocks when they are around you, or if they don't know you, or if you don't know them, meaning like maybe it's a social media type of thing. They might be a peacocker. So it sounds so weird. Are you a peacocker? Are you a peacocker? No, by that meaning like they like to show off. They like to like show off and make themselves seen. So this person might do a little bit too much when they are around you. But if that's not the case, I do feel like that is for many of you. If that's not the case, then this is someone where you have not really considered before seeing them in that light. And you're like, I don't know. And just give it a chance. See where things go. You might be surprised in the end how things go. So Aries, that was your reading. Thank you so much for letting me spend this time with you in your energy. I feel a nice boost. I do. I'm going to get to the park. Remember to sleep more, get out in nature, and allow those intuitive nudges to follow that divine path. Let that guide you towards your experiences. This is your year. I don't care what nobody else say. This is your year, Aries. Thank you. Till next time. Bye.